Oh yeah. Oh, that's fun. Nice little fish on one of my favorite techniques. Just a super simple Texas rig. Nice little start. You know, I love this rig because it's so easy to fish and versatile, snag resistant. I mean, you can skip it under docks, you can throw it through lily pads, pencil reeds, any kind of grass, milfoil. The tip of the point is skin hooked. Anything it encounters goes right through it, and bass just eat it. It's just one of those things, you can hop it around, drag it around, and when I'm fishing, I always have one on the deck. You can put your favorite plastic, from a tube to a worm to a creature bait or a beaver, or this happens to be a little craw tube that I've had a lot of success with, but just a fun way to fish because it doesn't get hung up a lot and it gets bit. See, there's a bite right there. So what you want to do is reel down, really set the hook just like that. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a nice one. Oh, this is fun. Golly. Cool, cool. Another one on that craw tube. That's a beautiful bass. Let this one go, and I'll show you, once you do catch a fish, your bait's gonna often slide up the line, and it's real simple to put it back together. You just kind of slide them back down, slide the hook back through. As you can see on the hook, there's a little shelf, a Z-bend, where that bait rests, and it keeps it from sliding down the hook. Your baits will get a little torn up, but you can just shift it around and just skin hook it, Texapose, so now it's good to go. Make another cast and we'll catch another nice one. Now, if you pay a lot of attention to the bass world, you've probably heard about straight shank hooks. A lot of guys use them for flipping and things, and they work really, really well. But the one thing they don't work well with are hollow baits, like this craw tube or an actual tube. Anything with a hollow middle, you need an offset wide gap, which is what this is a heavy duty wide gap hook, and you just match the size to whatever bait you're using. So right now I've got a 4/0 hook, and then of course you pick which weight you want. So the deeper you're gonna fish, or the faster the fall, the heavier the weight. And tungsten's a nice option. It really enhances your feel of what's down there. You know, if you contact some hard bottom, you're gonna feel it. But it's a great bait from winter, spring, summer, fall, pre-spawn, spawn, post-spawn. You know, you can fish it through grass or out in the open, drag it around, hop it around. It's just an awesome way to catch a bunch of fish. There we go. Oh, that one feels good. Ooh, he's a leaper. Yeah, that's fun. That's cool. So this, I like to fish this Texas rig on about a 7 or a 7.2 foot medium heavy bait casting rod. I have Suffix Advanced mono on. It's low stretch, super abrasion resistant, works real well for fishing around cover. But this Texas rig is one that you can fish on a bait caster, a spinning rod, fluorocarbon, braided line, even tie straight to it. A lot of times if you're in grass, the fish don't seem to mind, but it's a really good technique for people that don't fish a lot too, because it doesn't get hung up and people are just gonna go out and catch a bunch of fish and have a good time. And it's also, you know, it's gonna win big major bass tournaments. It's just one of those techniques that you gotta try, you gotta get familiar with. And the versatility of it is, I'm fishing around some scattered grass and wood, but I could go up and flip those bushes or lily pads or things. The one thing that you might want to do if you're fishing around isolated cover is to use a bobber stop just to peg your weight so it stays nice and compact like that. But if I'm fishing around this scattered grass, I don't even need a peg. Just put the sliding tungsten weight on there, a 4/0 hook, and a craw tube, and I'm good to go. There he is. Got him. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is fun. A lot of fun. There he is. Not a monster, but a fun one. Take them all day long. There it is, the Texas rig. It's been around forever. It'll always be around. It's just one of those staples of a bass fisherman. Being as versatile as it is, catching so many fish, it's always gonna be on the deck of my boat.